Hey everyone, Sumo Spiffy here. It's time to check out the matchup between Kirishima and Meisei. Meisei actually leads their all-time head-to-head 6-4, and they're pretty split in the 5 matches we'll go over today, with Kiri winning 3 of them. How might this play out, and more importantly, why is Meisei the guy whose sole goal in life seems to be to destroy your pick'ems? Let's dig in. When this fight took place, Meisei had beaten Kiri 4 out of 5 times in 2021, and Kiri's one win was by Hatake Komi or slapdown, so he had yet to score a really decisive win in the matchup. Meisei starts with the headbutt, which, as always, ow, but Kiri straight jacks him up with a left hand to the neck. Meisei bats it down and hops away, but the hand slap has little effect on Kiri's balance. He pivots with Meisei, who tries pulling Kiri's arm across his body with both hands while hopping back once more, but Kiri again goes almost nowhere. With those off-balancing defensive attempts failed, Meisei's at the rope with Kiri bearing down on him, and he can't defend against the hands. Meisei didn't do anything wrong here, really. Kiri simply came in strong, and Meisei was not prepared to work around someone able to blast through his defensive techniques. Kiri decides not to let Meisei concuss him on the tachi, getting his head to the side and his hands under Meisei's raised forearms. This lets him push Meisei's weight up, with the continued shove from the left hand to the face twisting Meisei. Going with the momentum, Meisei ducks a bit and looks to come in, but Kiri knows Meisei wants to get back inside and has plenty of space to pull him into. He slips the right hand, and if Meisei hadn't hit the splits, he might have hit the crowd. Kiri's technique sealed the fight, but this victory was again secured by his ability to pop Meisei in the mouth at the start and secure an immediate advantage. When considering these two fights, however, bear in mind Meisei went 5-10 as a komusubi in January, and this March fight was during his 1-14 basho, so he was possibly injured during the first one and definitely injured for this. 6 months passed before they met again, during which time Meisei fought well and appeared healthier than at the start of the year. Meisei's starting position hasn't changed, he's still about halfway back to the rope. However, there's an immediate difference in his tachi. Kiri's hand is on his face again, but Meisei is going absolutely nowhere. Kiri twists his right arm in, pinching Meisei's left arm and turning him, but Meisei recovers with a straight-up forearm shiver to the dome. Pow! Kiri tries to get to the side and push Meisei down into the open space, but Meisei follows him just long enough to secure the push-out. Once again, neither can secure an advantage on the tachi. They match each other push for push before falling into a balanced clinch, with Kiri defending against Meisei's left hand reaching for the belt, and Meisei preventing Kiri from pulling down on his head. Meisei gets a little bit of a push going, and again Kiri tries to create an opening for a pull down. If he could get a tiny bit more distance from Meisei, he could bat aside the left arm and escape fully, but Meisei catches up and commits all out to the push. His balance is so far forward, but he can afford to do this because Kiri is braced on the Tawara with both feet and can't go anywhere except backwards. When Kiri gets 1 foot forward, Meisei gets straighter so he's not in a vulnerable position. Now it's just power against power defense, and Meisei's got too much of an edge in this spot. Kiri pinches Meisei's right arm on the tachi to reduce his power on that side, and pushes up on his left arm to reduce his power there. When Meisei pulls his left arm free, Kiri pushes his face just enough to let him get around Meisei's right arm and land a quick pull down. Meisei was in the midst of a 5-10 basho where he spent the second week getting absolutely clowned by almost the entire Sanyaku, but even if he was injured again, this win was earned with a sound strategic adjustment from Kiri. A full-strength Meisei is a little too much for him to deal with head-on, so he developed a plan to redirect Meisei's power. I don't know if he expected it to be quite that easy, but there was clearly a plan in mind. So in this back and forth matchup, who's likely to take the next one? Up to this point, physical health has been a variable for Meisei, and we've seen the impact it has on how their matches go. However, even though Kiri is the one that's hurt now, we can't assume it's going to limit what he can do in the same way. He's already the one of the two who more commonly works evasion and defensive techniques. If Meisei's power advantage is larger now, Kiri may not be able to absorb Meisei's attack for as long to set up a win condition, but his general approach will likely be similar. Meisei doesn't really change his style, but we should expect he'll be prepared for a tactic like the one Kiri used on him in March. If he can find an attack that Kiri and his coaches didn't develop an answer for, I like his chances. If Kiri can come up with a different but similarly effective method of negating Meisei's power long enough to find a winning advantage, he should take it, unless his injury has also stifled his footwork too much for him to slip Meisei's pushes the way he's done in the past. Alright, that's it for this breakdown. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.